Our athlete secured a full ride football scholarship, and it all started from a coach following him on X. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you how he did it, including the exact template to send to the coaches who follow you. And as you already know, I'm a huge fan of systems, so I put this into a 6-step system you can use so you don't have to be like most athletes who do nothing when a coach follows them or does very little and it rarely turns into anything. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Richie. I'm the founder of Next Play, and I specialize in transforming driven varsity football players into confident businessmen, where 83% of our athletes earn college football scholarships and 42% go Division I. And I make these videos because I understand the struggle firsthand. At just 5'7" and 150 pounds, I secured a D1 football scholarship in the SEC at Ole Miss, and now I want to share my journey and the lessons I learned with you so you can live your dream as well. So step one is to, of course, follow back. Now, most coaches follow you as a sorting mechanism. So what does that mean? They actually will follow you so that if they receive messages or DMs from you, they know that you had some sort of interest and they will DM you back. So it's some sort of sorting mechanism that they use for X specifically. And also so they remember, okay, this is an athlete that I was interested, whether you're on their big board or not. All right, the second thing, it's crucial to follow the coach back as soon as possible, ideally within 24 hours. The faster you follow them back, the faster they'll remember why they actually followed you in the first place, right? Depending again, back on the sorting mechanism. So following back shows that you respect and acknowledge their interest in you. So it shows that you're serious about recruiting, you really care. No, it doesn't show that you're desperate. It just shows that you really care, you're interested in the program, and that you're quick, which is what coaches want. Like when you get to their school and they reach out to you and they react to you and they tell you to do this play, they want you to be quick, they want you to learn it, they want you to go after it, right? This is what they're looking for. So don't worry about being, some people are like, oh, well, it makes you look desperate. Listen, you have no scholarship offers or very few. So like, that's not a thing. All right. It opens up communication so you can start building a relationship with that coach, right? Everything in college football recruiting is all about relationships. So this gives you that ability to start building a relationship. The faster you can start building a relationship with the coach, the better. Anything you can do to begin building a relationship with the coach, you want to, of course, do. And then it shows you're serious, committed, and can make a significant impact on the number of offers you get, right? So doing this alone is going to make a big impact on the number of offers that you will ultimately get, because it goes right back to what we talked about before, which is building relationships with college coaches. All right, so right when you're done following them back, you're going to send them a message, all right? A personalized message to this coach. And the more personalized you make it, the better. The more templated you make it, the less of a response, or the lower percentage of a response that you're going to get. So, hey, coach, thank you so much for the follow. I'm very interested in, make sure to put their school name. I'd love to learn more about your program. Have you had a chance to watch my short video? Now, when you put this, the least personalized thing you could do is put their school name, right? To make it more personalized, obviously you want to put the coach's first name here. Thank you so much for the follow. Or excuse me, their last name. Hey, coach, let me, I'm going to put it here so you don't forget. It's really important. Don't put their first name. There's a lot of ego in coaches in college football. Make sure to put the last name. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm very interested in XYZ. I'd love to learn more about your program. And then here you could put something about the coach. Go to the website of the school, look at that coach's bio, and put something from the bio right here, okay? This is going to make it more personalized. And again, you're going to have a higher probability of them actually responding. So I'll just put here so you don't forget bio. All right. So in this message, make sure to mention the school's name and interest in their program. The more you can personalize your interest in their program, the better, right? The higher the likelihood that coach will respond back to you. Ask if the coach has seen your highlight video and do not provide the link. Do not put your huddle link right here. All right. Or send another message with your huddle link, because when they look at their X in the messages, they're just going to see the huddle link, not your message. And you don't want that. You want them to say yes or no. And if they said no, then you can send them your huddle link. Also, your video should be embedded as a pinned post.
not the huddle link, but your video should just be uploaded directly into X as that pinned post so they could watch it right there. But if they say no, now you've started communication, you can send them the video and then you can follow up. All right. 3, add to your big board, right? As I said in the beginning, I'm huge into systems, and you should have a big board. You should be tracking all of the schools that you are targeting and which coaches you're communicating with those schools and where those schools are at in the entire recruiting process. So at any given moment, you can glance at your big board and know where you're at. All right. So this helps you know where every school is in the process. And so here's how you do it. Add the coach to your list of contacts. Use multiple channels to communicate, right? Just because they follow you on X doesn't mean you just have to stick with X. So you want to email, call, voicemail, LinkedIn, and Facebook. All right. And then obviously you're on X already, so you're going to use that platform. Follow an omni-channel approach to ensure you cover every way a coach wants to be contacted. People always comment on my reels, my videos, stuff like that. And they're like, oh, all you have to do is, anytime I hear all you have to do is, it's ridiculous, right? Because that's not how it works. All you have to do is follow on X. All you have to do is DM on X. No, because some coaches use X. Some coaches only use emails. Some coaches like phone calls, right? You've got to get good at all of them if you want to have the most scholarship opportunities possible. If you don't really care and you just want to get what you get from X, then you get what you get from X. Now, you can use spreadsheets for this. You can use our platform for this. I'll put a link in the description below, which keeps track of your big board for you. All right, step 4, follow up. Following up is crucial to keep the communication line active. All right, I have scenarios where players have followed up 4 or 5 times over a period of time, not day, like day after day where it's annoying, but over a period of time, and ended up actually getting an offer from reaching out to this coach. But it took, I think it was 4 or 5 follow-ups to get there. All right. So here's how to effectively follow up. Follow up at least 3 times over the next 3 weeks. All right. Minimum of 3, depending on where you're at. Are you 26? Are you sophomore, or junior, or senior? That really also depends on when you're going to follow up and how much you're going to follow up. But typically you're going to want to wait at least 1 week before the next follow-up. All right. Use a CRM tool to keep track of all this. Just like I said, we have a big board. We have everything inside one platform, which is our CRM, or use your own, or use a spreadsheet or something. But just make sure you're keeping track. The persistence in the follow-up shows you're serious and committed. You're not annoying unless you are annoying. Especially if you're not. But on June 15th, if you're sophomore year and you're reaching out to coaches, like sometimes, like the only way you can really speak with them is if you call them, right? And some coaches are like, I know keep calling me until I answer, right? You're not being annoying unless you're being annoying, and you should know when you're being annoying, right? If you're following up once a week over a 3-week period, you wait another month, you follow up again, and then you start following up with valuable stuff, like you're not being annoying. You're being annoying if you follow up every day and you say mean stuff and like you're rude. And believe it or not, some players actually do this. So make sure you follow up. Step 5, continue to post great content. This is so critical because this coach is following now. They're going to see your content. All right. So consistent content is critical for staying in front of coaches. Here's how to manage your content strategy. Post at least 4 times a week. Richie, that's a lot. Don't worry. I'm going to share with you how you can get that done. And you can do it in less than an hour a week. Ensure your content is about you and relevant to football and your successes, right? It should be about your workouts, football on the field, your training, food you're eating, anything revolved around football, right? If you want to post, and even you can post stuff about your life too, like, oh, I went with my girlfriend to this thing, like that's okay. But try to keep it as relevant, keep that a little bit more limited as well. And then some people are like, oh, well, I've just post my personal stuff on Instagram. That's fine, but just know that college football coaches will go and look at your other social media platforms because they know you're being good on X. So just be aware of that. So it's okay to share to support programs and athletes, but not periodically, right? So it's okay to share like, oh, one of my really good players or friends got an offer or something. That's fine, but just don't make it the entire feed. Maybe if you're posting 4 days a week only, and once each time, maybe do 1 of those a week. You just don't want it to be all shares and all stuff. It's because then there's the coach is going to look at that and just move off really fast. So Posting regularly keeps you on the coach's radar and shows your dedication. Like, this is really important to you. Recruiting is really important to you, right? So not just playing on the field, but recruiting where you go is important to you, and that's important to coaches. So I'll put a description in this video on I did a whole video on how to post, when to post, what to post, and how to do it in less than an hour a week. I'll post that video in the description below. And then step 6, rotate tagging coaches in big time posts. All right. This is really important. You don't want to tag coaches in every single post. It'd be obnoxious. That would be annoying, right? So tagging coaches in your best posts can get coaches to see your most important stuff, right? So when you hit that huge PR, when you scored that big touchdown, when, all big, you get it, right? Big, important posts that you really want the coach to see, tag them in it. Rotate tagging different coaches to avoid being spammy, and make sure the posts you tag coaches on are truly noteworthy, right? Like, it's really, really, really important, and don't do it more than once a week, right? Per coach. So those are the 6 steps. Now, if you want more protocols just like this and want to execute them live in person with our entire team coaching through the process, then you will absolutely want to attend Next Play Live, right? This is one protocol of 100+ protocols that we share with the athletes that we mentor through the entire recruiting process. This is just one of them that lead to scholarship offers. And so we are having a live workshop right here where our office is in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we would love to see if it's a good fit for you, where not only are we going to be going over the content, but you're watching this video probably on YouTube, and we go over the content and it's great, but there's a big difference to execution of that content, right? And that's what we're going to be doing at this event. We're going to be going over the biggest and most important protocols, and then actually coaching athletes live while they do it and execute, so they can get the coaching in person. This is the number one requested thing I get from all my YouTube videos of people that reach out to me is, we love the content, but is there a way we can get more hands-on approach? And yes, the answer is yes. So check out Next Play event. We hope to see you there. We still have the early bird special, I believe. It depends when you're watching this video. But anyways, go to nextplayevent.com. I'll leave a link description below, and I look forward to meeting you soon.